What does the strength-based approach teach us, and where can it possibly mislead us?
I think that a strength-based approach, and it's become one of the paradigms in our industry, learning and development, is the strength of those, is absolutely true. If you go with your strengths and you don't overplay it, then you're probably in a better shape to be successful. However, I think we got into trouble probably 10 or 15 years ago where everybody started to focus only on their strengths. That can get you into trouble. I think you can, when you're an individual contributor, I think it's reasonable to say, yeah, I can focus on my strengths. But once you start taking a leadership role or a management role or a supervisory role, then that your weaknesses come bite you in the butt, because you cannot ignore. You can mitigate. You may never be able to become great at something that was a weakness. I'm not sure I believe that, but let's go with that as a paradigm for the moment. But at least you can mitigate it being an anchor for you moving forward.
Right.
So strengths, yes, play to them, and don't ignore your weaknesses, because I think it was Jackie Chan. I think it was Jackie Chan talked about it's the weakness that's going to get you killed, or it's the strength that you overplay is going to get you killed.
I think there's probably some semblance of balance in this case. And maybe there in the work context, there's a bit more, a larger degree of your time is focused on playing to your strengths, but you can't forget about where your opportunities or your weaknesses are. And I think my assumption is we made a shift initially to focus on strengths because everything was so weakness oriented. When you think about performance reviews or coaching conversations, a lot of times the conversation is around where can you improve that you're not doing well in. And it's interesting because my mom, even, she's been in education for all of her life in elementary education. And she obviously focused on the spectrum of it's about building strength and also working on improving opportunities. But one of the things that she really talked about is if you can help kids find the things that they're really good at and nurture that environment while still teaching them things that they need to know to just live life, the areas they might not be as strong in, but you spend just a little more time nurturing their strengths, that will help them in when they get to become an adult, because that can be what helps them be successful in their career if you can recognize that early on.
Agreed 100%. Yeah.
So I think it's just an interesting conversation.